Yeah, there's two things about that. The first one is that you actually landed probably on the best team possible because everything conspired in the right direction, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because KEYD wanted to go back to the former glory and they needed someone to help them rebuild. They had, 1 year when they came back. It was like they tried something, but clearly they didn't have the direction that you are steering them now. And you talked about the management. KEYD's management probably is the best for the way you think.
Yeah.
Because I have worked with them before on multiple occasions. Like I was on KEYD many years ago. We actually won Rift Rivals. We're second place, sadly, on civil law. And I know that the people there, they have that mind. They have that open mind for business. And the second part is something that I think that is a subject of its own. We can talk later too. But what you did about your life before coming here is the thing that won me over.
Yeah, I did.
Because if you didn't do that, everyone on the scenario, I don't know if other people saw it as I saw it, but we had a lot of coaches that come from other regions that did stuff on social media, but actually came here and didn't perform.
We have a lot of
those cases.
Yeah,
like
we had a
10
lot
years
of
ago
kinds.
we had. Did they tell about the Mirage guy? That was unbelievable. That's like
you know that history?
Mirrored?
Miracle.
Miracle. No,
yes.
it's Mirage. It's Mirage.
That's Mirage.
Yeah, I have roughly.
This one is unbelievable. Like the guy tricked like Red Canids like 3 times in a row. He tricked them that he was a player, and then he came to Brazil. They actually didn't look up. Oh,
He's a
Korean player.
gold in solo queue.
Yeah, he was gold in solo queue, and they actually had him on the roster. And then he acted as a coach, and then they said okay, but they quickly realized he was not a good coach.
He has a translator.
And then a translator, and even that.
I heard this. I heard the legend of Coach Kim as well.
Yeah, Coach Kim.
Yeah,
We have
the
many
Coach
examples,
Kim.
you know.
Yeah.
So when you showed up, I was like, maybe another one of those guys.
Yeah.
And when I saw what you did about your life, because obviously social media, like you said, is a battlefield, and I saw pictures with you, like you were in a good place, or if your girlfriend having problems with the apartment. Oh, you're gonna go through that again, the apartment stuff. I remember that. And then suddenly you gave everything up and came and went to Brazil. So the part that you gave everything up, I said, okay, this guy mean business.
Yeah. I mean, I did watch that podcast with Legend, so with subtitles. And that's something that I think we need to elaborate a little further on, because I don't actually talk too much about my personal life on social media. I think what I've shown is like really surface level. For example, I've heard of the famous Jocko girlfriend.
That's not actually true.
That's really
That's
true.
not actually true.
This is true.
If you want to go
You
that
hate
avenue, I
love.
can go.
You hate
no.
love.
The thing is, I have many experiences, and some are shocking about relationships.
Yeah.
But like actually on the academy team, I have 2 players that are actually dating, and it's okay. They know how to date.
Yeah. Okay.
They know how to date.
Yeah. They know. It's when they don't know, right?
Yes, when they don't know, like I will never come to a player and say, stop dating. I would never do that.
Yeah.
But if they are not like folks that are not doing their part, I'm going to say, I need you more here.
Yeah.
It's because players are too young. So in very much of these cases, we don't have some kind of experience in being a star and be in a relationship and have responsibilities. All the 3 things are very new for a lot of our players.
I mean, you don't need to go far. Like there's some organization, I don't know the name. I think I don't know the name. Maybe I can remember. That actually had to expel a player because they brought a girlfriend to the training facilities. I don't know. I don't remember the name of the organization. I think it happened last year. But maybe that is gossip too. But I mean,
what I will say is I don't disagree with that. I actually think that
that's Minerva. That's Minerva's fault.
Yeah. It's not actually just the player fault as well. Because generally these players are very young. So the girls they're dating are also very young.
Yeah.
And which means they need a lot of attention, and they all generally, especially the ones on Twitter. So it becomes difficult. But the point I was trying to make was not the fact that you're against dating.
I'm not against dating.
Yeah. And I think dating can be powerful. You're a doctor, so you know that having a meaningful relationship,
Yeah.
having someone that supports
It's
your career
important.
is incredibly important.
That's actually the marriage bonus.
Yeah.
Like if you're married, that's a big bonus for
Depends
me.
on the marriage too, but I mean,
Yes, but
Yeah,
normally
I see bad
we
things
call
in
the
marriage.
marriage
yeah.
the marriage buff. It's
Yeah.
so amazing.
But for me, it's more a matter of like how I've lived my life. You know, something that you mentioned that I could see you perceiving that way was my family or my father recently went through some financial trouble.
I saw that
got
too.
and I got.
I didn't touch on that because I don't know if
Yeah,
sensitive topics,
it's
but
okay. I mean, I can talk about
if
it.
if you did post it on Twitter, I followed you very closely because when I saw that you were like giving everything to come here, and I said, okay, this is the guy to watch for.
Yeah, I mean, basically, what I want to say is, okay, first of all, let's clear that up. My relationship wasn't particularly that great for my career in general. So he's actually right here on this. Like, we had very different views on life.
Yeah.
And I'm a chronic workaholic, so it wasn't great.
Like most coaches,
like
that
most
do
coaches
their
and players
jobs.
too. I think good players. So the reason we split was not because of Brazil. I think a big one was, for example, just big views that differed. I want to make that very clear. Like, I didn't break up to come to Brazil. I don't want to be known as that guy that broke up to come to
No,
Brazil.
it didn't mean like
Yeah.
that, but yeah.
No, but like people can think this way, not from you.
Yeah,
in
it's
general.
important to clarify.
You know, people
make
in
the
general
things
might
clear.
think, oh my God, this guy's a god. I'm not like this, guys. For me, if I love someone, I protect my people. Same for my friends and family. I'm not going to leave them for a job. It's always them first. We separated because of big issues like I want children. I think one of my passions and one of the things I really want to do in my life is raise a family because I want to give them what I didn't have when I grew up. And she didn't want children, right?
Okay.
My approach and thought process on my career, what I want to do in my 20s and 30s is work so that I don't have to work until I'm 60, 70 years old. That she didn't agree with too. So this is the reason we split, to be completely honest with you. And I respect her and we still talk every second day. And the family thing too, you know, I helped him and it was everything I had and more. It was a lot of money for anyone, I think. But that is also not the reason I need to succeed, because people on the outside think he left his girlfriend for Brazil. He needs to succeed because his family, his family needs the money, and if he doesn't succeed here, he's out. That's not the case. The reason I need to succeed is because I have a very strong value set and ethics towards my mission and what I'm doing here in general as a coach. I owe it to the players, and I mean I can say it right now on the podcast. You won't have any women trouble from me when I'm in Brazil, however long I am. You know, I'm not going to be dating any woman if it impacts my career in any shape or form. And I'm also not going to do anything silly like, you know, I heard some stuff about sex tourism here, and it's like that's really not for me. You know,
Yeah.
Sadly.
it's really not for me. I'll make that very clear in front of however many people are watching right now. It is really all about my mission, and I do have this mindset where I if you didn't know, and I don't share this much, sometimes on stream, I left home at 17, so I was homeless at 17 years old. I was homeless at 17 years old. I worked every job you can think of. You know, I've been a toilet cleaner. I've worked in restaurants and bars. I've worked as a removalist, anything that you can think of. And I did that while going to university. I got myself out of that situation. My sister and I rented a, 5 square meter bedroom. We had no furniture, and we slept on the floor of the room. And then we worked our way up. Now she's married and she's successful and she's a lawyer. But every day for me is a battlefield. So it has absolutely nothing to do with relationships. It has to do with my mindset that if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to make a difference. If I'm going to do anything, I'm going to be the best. Whatever I do, basketball, tennis, whatever I do. And if I'm going to do my job, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to do it in a meaningful way. And I'm coming all the way to Brazil in a foreign country. And I've been given an opportunity to lead a gigantic team and an incredible project. So if I don't give it 110%, then I'm pathetic.